Okay, here we go. This is chapter 1, lesson 5. And we are adding a rotation effect to a clip. And this is page 149, step number 1. So we open our Earth Day project. And we need to make sure that the CTI is at the beginning of the sentence. So activate your sequence panel and press home key on your keyboard to bring the CTI to the beginning here. Number 3, you're going to click the triangle to the left of the motion to display the motion properties. So this is what we want to see. Actually, there's nothing yet at this point. They want you to see Scenic 1. Okay, so click on Scenic 1, and we want to click on one of these triangles. Which one it is? Motion properties. Here we got this. We see everything. Your workspace should look like mine. Okay. These are the effects that are attached to Scenic 1. And at this point, just without doing anything, you can see that in the position, we have a change, right? There is something changes on the position all the way to the very end on the 4th second. Forget about this scale here, okay? I'm looking at this guy here. Something happens here. Boom. Okay, so on the position, I have this image on this very last here. I don't know if I can zoom in a little more. No, actually, nothing happens here on the position. This keyframe is really not doing much of anything here. But let's look at the other one here. Let me see if I can zoom out to see the whole timeline for the clip. Okay, here it goes. This is the best it gets. We have a different scale, right? The picture, the Scenic 1 clip, starts at this point at 2.5 times bigger than it originally was. And we slide forward and we keep going, and it decreases going towards this keyframe here. That brings it down to apparently, I can't see the keyframe, to apparently at 100% at this point. Okay, so we come down from 250% to 100%. And there's it. There's nothing else attached to this thing here other than motion in position and scale. The position, I would argue, that is really not doing. Yeah, it's actually going down for some reason. That's going up. Okay, this guy here is. Let me see here. I always forget. Whoops. If I click on this guy, the smaller the number, it goes up. Greater the number goes down. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Control Z here. Let me see here what's happening. Okay, so this clip is actually going up in the Y axis, but it's not really doing much of anything on a horizontal axis. 351, 349, 48, 47 is going slightly to the right. Okay, and I can show you that because if I go to this value here, horizontal value, the smaller the number, it goes towards the left, and the greater the number, it goes to the right. Okay, so there's not a lot going on horizontally, but vertically, this clip is actually going upwards on the timeline. Okay, any questions on how to read this thing? It's important for you guys to be able to read these keyframes, how these keyframes are affecting the actual animation. Okay? Any questions? See, none, hearing none. We're just looking at this. We actually haven't done anything yet to the clip. Okay? I'm going to make sure my CTI is all the way in the very beginning of the timeline. I make sure that the Scenic 1 is selected. And we're going to toggle the animation button to the left of the rotation. Okay, so where's rotation here? We have position, that's not it. Scale's not it. Rotation's right here, so we're going to click and toggle the animation on. When you click this on and you toggle the animation on, you automatically add a keyframe, okay? Which means that we are going to be rotating this. And let me see here. We're going to move at the end of the clip, thank you. Move to the end by pressing what on the keyboard? Page down. Page down. And we are going to add another keyframe. So how do we do that? By clicking on the Add and Remove Keyframe button. Boom. And you're going to notice that on the rotation, I have one keyframe on the beginning of the clip and another keyframe at the end of it. Okay? I'm going to expand this rotation property here. Click. So that we see what's in there for us to play with. And we're going to go back to the first keyframe by using the Go to Previous Keyframe button. So click on that. And then we're going to change the rotation setting to 20 degrees. So the rotation setting here is going to be 20. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let's see if it's the other one that they want. Yep, that's it. Okay, so this guy here, you want to change to 20. Press Enter. Okay. Oh, no. I messed up. Control Z this. Control Z. Okay. You have two keyframes on the rotation. One in the beginning of Scenic 1 and one at the end. I'm on the very first one. I'm going to click on this button here to go to the next keyframe. Boom. On the second one, this is where you actually make it 20 degrees. Enter. Okay. Then we're going to go back to the beginning, page up, and let's take a look at what it did. Look at that. Okay, so I start at nothing, no rotation. But at the end of the clip, my clip has rotated 20 degrees clockwise at this time. Alright? So if yours is not doing the same thing, you did something wrong. I'll save this. Control S. Any questions? Any problems? Seeing none, hearing none. Move forward. I'm going to be adding a pan, a zoom, and rotation. So let's take a look here. Step number 2, we're going to go to the beginning of the second clip, which happens to be, I'm going to zoom in here, is going to be the beginning of Scenic 3. So I'll press the page down button to go to the very beginning of that. I'll click on that clip. And then we want to, let me see here. Let me make sure that this is Scenic 3 because this book is not giving good directions apparently. No. Alright, I have a question here. Perhaps people that have done this before, let me pause this a little bit. Because yeah, the instructions don't say to clip what clip we're working on, but it is Scenic 3 as per figure 65. So anyways, so we are now, let me see here, page down to go to the very beginning of the clip for Scenic 3. Have it selected, because if you don't have it selected, you're not going to have effect controls in here. We want to click on the motion one, because we want to play with position, scale, click, and rotation, click. So just by activating, toggling those three properties of the clip, 3 keyframes were added to them. We're also going to go back, page down to the end of the clip, and we're going to add keyframes for position, scale, and rotation. Okay, so we have keyframes at the beginning and at the end of the clip for position, scale, and rotation. When I click on the transform button, I believe it is this guy here, to the left of motion on the effects control. So I'm going to click on this button here, click, and we should see a box next to the monitor here. Let's see here. Transform button to the left of motion, effects control. Clip on the program monitor. I don't see that on my program monitor. Let me collapse this down. Nope, it's not doing it. Let me see if I can pull this down a little more. Mine is not doing that.
I think you have to like make sure you're not in the transition area.
Oh, shoot. Ah, thank you, Julia. Alright, that's good. Because I happen to be in a transition. And then these handles don't show up. Alright, here we go. So we are on step number 6. Click transfer control, blah, blah, blah. We see the handles on here. Make sure you're not on the transition area with the CTI. Because otherwise you're not going to see these handles on here. On number 7, we're going to click on the zoom on the program monitor and zoom out. So where's the zoom thingy here? Because I never used that. Where did it go? Zoom, zoom, zoom. My program monitor is here. Oh, never used that before. 50% down on the bottom here. I always leave it on fit. Never used the zoom out before. And then we're going to position our cursor over the upper right handle of the transform box. Upper right. Oh, where's my thing now? Oh, here you go. Okay. Upper right, so that we can actually see a turn one. Let's see if I can get that. Upper right. Oh, there you go. This is what it needs to look like. Your pointer needs to look like a bidirectional curved arrow. Okay? It was kind of tricky for me to get it because most of the time it's like this. You need to make sure you slow down. It's very touchy actually. I don't care for this guy here. Oh, here you go. When you hit the right spot, this is it. And you want to, let me see here. You want to click and drag until you see 26 degrees. Click, 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 and drag. 26, 26, 26 and a half, and 2, and 9. Oh, got it. It's just as easy for you to just type it in, but this gives you a visual clue as to what it needs to look like if you didn't know the number for sure. Okay? So if you're having a hard time in getting this bidirectional arrow on the pointer on the top right corner, you can just go in here into the rotation. Ah, shoot. Okay, there's a problem here. I have a problem. Don't do what I did because I just created a keyframe in the very middle of the clip. So I'm going to if your screen looks like mine, select that keyframe and get rid of it because you don't want a middle keyframe in there. I believe they want you to be at the end of the clip. So you need to be at the end of the clip here. Let me see if it's going to show it to me because it didn't before. Oh my goodness, it's not. Am I not supposed to have this pinwheel transition here? It's driving me crazy. Oh, perfect. I can just click on the thing and actually go. Uh-oh, this is Scenic 5. That goes into the next animation. So let me see if I can get it just right here. If I click on this guy here, let's see. Nope, changes to Scenic 5. Scenic 5 still. Son of a gun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, I am a conundrum here. Let me see. Who's this? Scenic 3. But this is not right on a keyframe. That's my problem. If I click on this keyframe for rotation, okay, I got it. I got it. That was tricky. I'm not liking this. Just gotta get close. Position your cursor over the top middle handle. Drag down, top middle. Drag down until you see the scale becomes 76. 76. Oh, shoot. 76 something. 0.5. Okay, I'm gonna get close. I'm gonna just type it in. 76.5. Okay. Position your cursor over the center of the image. Drag your image to the bottom left. Center of the image. Bottom left. Until the positions become 185, 380. Okay, I don't think that's right. Okay, I'm dragging the wrong thing. You don't want to click and drag this guy here. You want to click the image. Okay, so don't click on the smack in the middle of the thing there. I don't know what I was clicking. But you want this to be what? 185, 308. Alright. We're going to return the CTI to the beginning of the timeline. I'm going to press page up. Let me take a look at what's going to happen here. And now uncheck this. See if I can turn it off. Man, I can't turn it off now. Okay. Anyways, boom. 20 degrees. Alright. So yours should look like that. Okay. Save your project. And,